They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They go to the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release by the QB. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the right. Got the tight end outside. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on...
Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They're going to run it to the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll go right back to him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Rebels offense is back on the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the 2nd one, and now to try to get things back on track. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's got it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Might have a chance. Got enough space. Give him 6. Touchdown, Rebels. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for room, it's Hill. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for once.
Throwing back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps,
Great to have you with us from Thoreau Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach, he said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. quarterback empties his backfield. Here's Simmons to throw. Going for a big play right off the bat. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And they choose to be aggressive. First play coming out, airing the football out, and the defense was absolutely not field. Nice job having discipline, being ready for the pass on the very first play, breaking on the football, and getting the juice early. The momentum on your side, making the first big play of the football game.
The run inside. It's Lacey. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think
he's loose. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll run it with Hardy. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And you talk about wasting no time, that's what this offense just did. First play, explosive play. Second play, ready to rock and roll. Two-play drive. It's exactly what they drew up over there on the sidelines, Paul.
And they did a great job at getting down to the goal line and getting set quick to go run that play. Right after the long play, the call came in. Everybody got lined up. They were wasting no time. Defense completely on their heels. They don't know what just hit them.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Running inside. It's Lacey. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. On the draw, it's Lacey. There's some room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Odom. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Cook. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lindsey. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. After that tight 1st quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the...
There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, this defense has their hands full with him on this drive. And that DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets in the 2nd level, a lot of people start to hold their breath because it could be a house call. You know they're going to keep giving him the football here in the drive. Up front, this defense has got to get a lot more physical.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you can tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He's looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to Hardy.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing Simmons. Quarterback on the move, still looking. The throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Tigers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. 4th down, Simmons. He's going to take off. And he makes it past the first down marker, hits the side, and they'll move the sticks. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. From the gun, give to Hardy.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Simmons. Here comes the heat. Zings it complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
To the air, it's Simmons. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got it inside the 25. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The run inside. It's Hardy. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. He splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Gill. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Rebels. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. What a mess. A delay of game on the two-point conversion attempt. That just can't happen. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gill. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Hardy. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Here's Simmons to throw. Oh, they're after it. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to.
Got a little grass. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hardy again. Makes it past the marker. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Going to the run, it's Roberts. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
They'll give it to Hardy. Bulldozes his way through. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Missouri!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Throwing Simmons. And this will be caught as they convert the 2. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out. If they're going to cut into this deficit, let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Plows through the defense. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Gill. Gashing the D on the right. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Rebels surge back on top.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Simmons makes the grab. It's Lee. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Running into the open space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They go right back to Hardy. He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout, and the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you got to see where that receiver's going to and when he sticks his foot in the ground. You could tell when he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming. It'll be 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Wide open downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Simmons to throw. Finds his tight end.
coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Gets open down the middle. Runs through a man. He might have some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone. The Tigers are back on top.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Not much of a choice here. Down by a score late, they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They've been challenged now, Jesse, and it's up to this offense to provide an answer.
Yeah, they
makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The Rebels surge back on top. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Simmons. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Escapes the pressure going right. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. First down, you get the sack. Second down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting at third and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to show.
And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's wrapped up after a... Virginia Tech. And if we're here, you know it's time for Enter Sandman. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
It's the best entrance in college football, particularly at night. Virginia Tech, Sandman, here we go. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. With the catch, it's Gill.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll take it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Flying down the right side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed, takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Snap it to the back. Tackled there by the defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Quarterback keeps it. There's a crease. The 20. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hokies.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Might be changing the route. Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. is trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Inside the 50. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Into the end zone for 6.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
To the air on 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that round. Good coverage.
Third and 10, still back up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. What a grab in the end zone for 6.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
This quarterback part of their running game. He is stopped short, and this defense holds on to this slim 2-point lead. He'll bring it out. It's Denmark. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give on the counter. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll move the wide receiver. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, going to the air. They'll wrap him up, and he is stopped well short of the first down marker.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll run it again. Hard running there. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Lacey. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
In the red area, it's Lacey. And he's in! Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Denmark. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now on the move. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Green. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away? You
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. He takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense can... To score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. These two-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up, you're taking it the other way, and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Denmark. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Overton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. With the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut on them.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And it's right down the boulevard. That'll cut this lead down to 5. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Lacey. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Now on the option. Pulls it on the option. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? Moving out of the pocket. He got enough. Slides and moves the sticks on fourth and short. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Lacey. Breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Here's the pressure. This time it's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll move the tight end. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got Touchdown, Rebels.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Coming out with it, it's Denmark. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wideout. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here's the give off the left side. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They make the play, force a fourth down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Denmark. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And an awesome job there by the offense picking up the blitz and giving their quarterback a clean pocket to throw from. Doesn't get better than that.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. That's caught. It's Overton. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Making side adjustments here. The play action fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's going for it all. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. The give on the option. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. The Rebels are in the hurry up.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried.
Could be an alley. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on the...
Snags it, and there's running room. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Got some room entered to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. The option look. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Goes to the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense has it the wrong move. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Overton.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Hokies are flying down the field. With the draw, it's Hawkins. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Overton. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
They get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The run to the left. Finding some room. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Running the red zone, it's Overton. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
On the move. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for them.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. He'll set up to throw. Under fire. And they got it.
What a big play for this defense in a critical moment. You cannot allow them to convert that two-point play, right? Because if they do, all of a sudden it's a field goal game. Great job stepping up and making something happen at a massive moment.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for space. It's Lacey. At the 35, he's got room. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of it. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these two-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Looking for a big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Trying to run, it's Lacey. He's going for the goal line. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
He's got him. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Denmark. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Overton. It's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Well, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Under fire! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is... heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Now, thanks to that gamble and failure, a chance to tack a little extra onto the lead late. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. Lots of conversations going on both sidelines to put together a strategy. And the Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. The run inside. It's Cook. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Denmark. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Yeah, David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. DB's right up on the receivers. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Stepping to the right. Got out of trouble and throws. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that wide receiver screen. Could not make his way to the corner.
I don't know that there's a harder...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covered in downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Finding open areas. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On the snap, it's Overton. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. When we get to the offseason and they start having